On today's stream, we watched even more of the creepiest ghost sighting videos on the internet. Now, I've done this plenty of times, and for many of you, this will need no introduction, but if you're new, let me explain. On YouTube, there's a channel called BizarreBub, which compiles the creepiest ghost sighting videos from around the internet. And I, as someone who believes in ghosts, sit down and watch every single one of these videos to determine whether I think each is real or fake. Now, as I say, I've had my fair share of experiences, and I truly believe that the paranormal is real. But I also think plenty of people fake it for views and money because it's quite profitable. In fact, I'd say more people than not do fake this stuff, and that's why there's so many skeptics out. But I think every once in a while you get something that is terrifyingly real, and that is the reason I do this. That and some of the fakes are hilariously bad. So if that sounds like it's for you, then please feel free to subscribe. As I said before, I do this series frequently on my Twitch, and I would love for you to come over and check it out live and play BizarreBub Bingo with me and the chat to see if you can get a bingo before I do. But I get that you might be busy as the streams are happening, so subbing to this channel means you never miss the uploaded VODs to watch at your leisure. Literally tens, if not hundreds of hours. So what are you waiting for? But with all that being said, I hope you enjoy this stream. Sweet. All right, let's do it. Let's watch these freaking videos, everybody. Let's watch these freaking... Let's do this freaking stream.
The following video shows a couple
Subtitles. Let's go.
who are getting ready for bed when something downright
All couples do
terrifying
this.
is caught on camera.
How terrifying.
The footage comes from an indoor home security
Oh, first thing on the bingo! First thing on the bingo, this is an old one, so he does this. I think genuinely he stopped doing this because of my bingo. I know this is maybe a self-obsessed opinion, but it could be true.
At Max GG's, I mean Manifold grind.
Yeah, right, let's rein that in, Martin. Thank you very much for the 20 months. Look, all the time in the old videos, BizarreBub used to always, whenever he mentioned something being filmed on a camera, used to put a stock image of a camera every time. And then they stopped for some reason, all right? They just randomly stopped, right? And I believe it's because they know of my bingo. So, this is an old video. That's why we got it immediately. Where is it? Stock image of a camera when camera mentioned. Check that off your bingos, everybody.
camera that the couple had installed inside their bedroom. After the chilling events of that night, they sent this video to a friend who looked it over and concluded that what happened in their home is beyond explanation. Needless to say, the friend had found the video to be disturbing.
Why is the disturbing stock image? Whoa, this is it's not a new edition because it's old, but I'm glad this got removed. This is terrifying. What the fuck? Yeah, that's also, who is this friend? What's his expertise on ghosts? I realize I'm saying this as if I have expertise and I watch these literally every week, but like also, like, you know, whatever.
At the start of the clip, we can see both partners doing their nightly routine. One's at the foot of the bed, while the other is inside the bathroom.
Yeah, she's doing a moisturizer.
Then, minutes later, the partner who is inside the bathroom joins the other in bed. It isn't until seconds later that we see both partners fully in bed.
Yes.
However, it is at this moment that something disturbing is caught on camera. This is what was caught.
Yeah, please. Okay. Oh, a little bit of a ghost orb just then. You guys see that? You see that? Just whizzing past just there, right up the screen. Let's put that in that slow playback. All right, let's scrub a few frames back. You see that? Just there. There it is. Did you see it? You did, because I showed you. All right, let's mark that off. Where's ghost orbs? They're just dust. Ghost orbs are always just dust, by the way. I do not believe they exist. I don't think I've ever seen it. Oh, no. Sorry, one time did I see a video of a ghost orb that I actually was like, okay, that moved really weirdly. That isn't dust. It's the only time in my life I've ever believed ghost orbs might be real. Otherwise, they're just dust. You need 2 for bingo? Fucking hell, you're doing well. Hello? Charlie, thank you for the prime. Okay, so it's like...
I just watched your new video and I just wanted to say sorry for your loss and I hope you have a great stream.
Thank you very much. That's very sweet of you. Thank you very much. But quickly, I don't mean to move on very fast, but what the fuck was that?
Juanca como que siente algo, no sé, por la espalda. Mira, no, esa me creo que... Uy, ¿lo viste? ¿Viste? Mírame la piel. Mira,
the sheet suddenly pulls its...
I'm going to be honest here, though. I'm going to be 100% honest. Right? Completely crazy. If there isn't someone in there just pulling it with a string.
2 months woo.
Which there easily could be. This is a low resolution enough camera that you wouldn't see fishing wire. It pulls from one singular point right from the bottom of the bed in a direction into the bathroom where someone could easily be hiding. Like, it just... Like, sure, if we take it as surface, like the surface value they're presenting, it's weird. But, like, you know? Like, it could be so easily pulled from the other room, especially, you know, footage is 7 pixels.
Itself off the bed. The man then proceeds...
It's pretty low res. Yeah, we can have footage of 7 pixels.
...to check the bathroom, when all of a sudden, he's attacked by something.
What do you mean he's
attacked?
attacked?
Also attacked by an unseen force. They then leave the room at once and promptly run to the front door.
Why didn't you show me that bit? Why are you only narrating the bit where they get attacked? Because, like, that feels pretty significant, right? That feels, like, more significant than the bedsheet flying off the bed, is them being attacked.
But then something else happens that has left the couple even more...
Yeah, this is some bullshit. This is some, like, paranormal activity shit. Alright, so they leave on account of the attack. Oh, that fucking hell. Okay. Don't get me wrong. I that looks more difficult to fake than just the sheet pulling off perfectly into the bathroom. But it also seems like, you know what I always say, like, I say there's a phrase, this is a DTM, doing too much. You know when the ghost just doing too much? Like, whenever I've, in my experience, seen something or myself experienced something that I think is genuinely paranormal, it's like not much. Like, it's like one thing that's just a bit like you can't explain. There's so much happening here. There's just a bit like...
I have been laid in bed with a mad cold for 3 days, but I can never stop that Jack Manifold GRINDDDD.
Well, thank you for being here, ZFC. Thank you for being here. Alright, so they come into the living room.
Mira, me la peluco como es peluco. Mira, ahí ya cae, ahí mira, ahí ya no puede más la china, mira. Ya cayó. Mira. Desde el televisor, hermano.
I must admit, that is a level of commitment never before seen to fucking ruin the TV if this is faked. I'm gonna say that now. The TV, like, that is crazy. That's an insane level of commitment.
O sea, es en toda la casa, hermano. Es toda la casa. Es toda la casa. Es toda la casa. Toda la casa. O sea, yo no ni siquiera pretendo que Juanca se lleve esas cosas, no, para la casa no.
No, Juanca no quiere regresar. Juanca no quiere regresar. Mira. Uy, eso sí lo he visto.
The pillow just randomly flying into the air. This seems...
Sigue todo.
33 months. Hello, Jack.
Hello. Thank you for the 33 months. This is one of those ones where it now seems less... Or, like, I can't tell you exactly how they fake this now. I mean, it could all be done with string, I think. Like, I don't think anything happens here that, like, couldn't.
But then something else happens that has left the couple even more disturbed than before. Take a look.
You know what I mean? But this is, like, paranormal activity levels of, like, fucking madness. Like, this is just crazy. So what happens? The sheets fly off the bed, then the curtain goes. Again, all could be done with strings. Then the closet doors fly open. That could be someone in the closet doing that. The mirror's a little bit harder to explain, but, like, also not... You know what I mean? Like, it all could be strings. I don't know what that flew off camera, so that might not be a string, but it also happened off camera. That came from off camera.
Mira, mírame la peluco, como es peluco. Mira. Ahí ya se...
Pulled in the direction of the stairwell, implying that someone's up there pulling it.
Ahí ya no puede más la china, mira. Mira.
The TV is the only one that I genuinely like. That seems crazy. Seems crazy to trash a TV over that.
No encontraba las llaves, Juanca, mira, ahí recién encuentro las llaves. O sea, es en toda la casa, hermano. Es toda la casa.
Why is he carrying the girlfriend, by the way? Is she like passed out from fear? Like, why is he carrying her? I just clocked that. Like, he's carrying the girlfriend.
Hi, King. I hope you're doing all right. Still sobbing a bit from the new Jack video.
I'm good, thank you. I do apologize for all the people affected, but I hope you enjoyed. Yeah, it's weird. I wouldn't say this is like entry is painfully faked, because the problem is I can't explain everything. Like entry is painfully faked is when I can fucking obviously see that it's fake. And like, as much as I would like to think this is fake, because it just seems way too much, like too good to be true type of situation where, like, you know what I mean? Like, if shit like this is happening on the regular, why doesn't everyone believe in ghosts? This is what I mean, right? Like, it's too good to be true. It's too much evidence. Right? Where, like, I think it's just probably faked. It's, like, on the level of paranormal activity. But, I don't know how everything... Something falls over on bingo? Oh, absolutely, that can go. Yeah, I forgot about that. Where is it? Something falls over. There we are, that can go. Oscar-winning acting, and I'm not 100% sure, because we didn't... You know, if I'd actually seen them get attacked, but all we saw was, like, the blurred versions that BizarreBub showed here.
They then leave the room at once and promptly run to him. He's attacked.
Like, it's so zoomed, I can't tell what's happening.
The sheet suddenly pulls itself off the bed. The man then proceeds to check the bathroom, when all of a sudden, he's attacked by something.
Yeah, like, he cuts the bit out where he gets attacked, so it's impossible for me to know, like, if his acting is good or not, so I'm going to leave Oscar-worthy acting off for now. Anyway, let's move on.
The following video shows a real estate agent showcasing a property on camera when something downright creepy is caught on tape. The footage comes from a YouTube channel owned by a real estate broker named Santiago Sanchez, who's been uploading videos of homes that are up for sale.
Cool.
By filming these properties and putting them on his channel, Santiago has been able to sell most homes.
Cool.
However,
well done, man.
Of all the homes he's filmed, there's one in particular that he doubts will ever be sold.
We've seen videos like this before, like real estate agents posting like house videos. And then one of them is creepy.
On June 15th of 2015, Santiago had posted a video unlike any other he's posted before. The video starts off with him standing in front of a house, seeming a bit scared, as he tells us that the owner had warned him not to go inside.
Me han dicho, no entres, pero si quieres ir a grabarla, puedes grabar el vídeo, pero ten mucho cuidado, no...
Yeah, you're not saying that. Okay, instantly, this is fake. Instantly, this is fake. I'll tell you why. You, as a real estate agent who is trying to sell this home, is in no way saying at the start of the video, the owner told me not to go inside here and to be safe if I do because it's dangerous. No one's buying the home, bruv. No one is buying the house, all right? The only way I would believe a video of a real estate agent going into a house and it being haunted is if they do not preface it by thinking it's creepy, or at least they don't say it. Because even if you thought it, you wouldn't say it if you're trying to sell the place. You know what I mean? Like, no. That is not what you're clearly just trying to get some traction to your YouTube.
Salte de la casa rápido. Casi me voy a atrever a entrar y este es el vídeo.
I'm going to wait until the thing happens, but almost certainly this is going to get an entry is painfully fake. Also, the reason I haven't done the free space, because people ask every time, the reason I haven't done the free space is because I save it for when BizarreBub does or says something that is somewhat disrespectful. It almost always happens, so I leave the free, because it's not a thing on the bingo, because we only start noticing it a few episodes in. I've decided to leave it. It's kind of my substitute. I'll always tick off the free space anyway, but I save it for that moment.
According to the owner, he and his family had promptly left the house late one night after experiencing strange activity for months. Ever since then, the house has been vacant. It wasn't until weeks later that they reached out to Santiago asking for his help in selling their home. Although a house like this is hard to sell, he still showcased the property on the off chance that someone might still buy it. But little does he know that something downright creepy would happen while being inside.
I'm going to say something that's been on my mind for the past 30 seconds. Santiago sounds like a place name instead of a people name. Like, you know, if my boy rings me up, I'm like, yo, I'm in Santiago right now. Like, that feels correct. That feels like a thing I could say and it wouldn't be, like, wrong. And I'm like, I wonder if it is. Well, that'll be why. That'll be why it sounds like the name of a place. Because this is what I'm about to say. Are there any English-speaking names that sound, that feel like they should be place names? I'm trying to think of them. I like, Paul isn't really it. I'm trying to think. The capital of my country is Santiago. Well, that makes a lot of sense. London, yeah, but London is a place name.
6 months.
That's maybe, to be fair though, I was about to say, yeah, but that's just where this is what's happened. Sort of people who don't know how to name children have taken the place of a name of a city and they've named them after a place, which isn't the same thing. But actually, I don't know the origins of Santiago, and potentially it is just the same thing where it was originally a place and then people named their kid after it. So you know what? I'm actually going to say, never mind, you're right, and move on.
Upon entering the property, he
Opinions
smells
on
a
the
strong,
general election
foul-
results, smiley face.
No, I mean, look, they're not perfect, but they're better than what we had, so I'm pretty fucking happy. I wasn't planning on getting political. I don't really like when people randomly ask me what I think of the current affair of politics, but I think we can all agree, pretty much everyone in the country, that the previous Tory government were fucking awful, and that this is a major improvement, despite the fact that, yeah, they're definitely not fucking perfect. They've done some shit that is, or some of them have said some shit that's pretty, but you know, so far it all seems pretty good. You had to go without Sky TV. No, that was Rishi. Come on now. Anyway, we'll move on from politics because that wasn't really what I wanted to speak
foul odor
about.
that seems to linger throughout the house.
Sorry.
Upon entering the
Thank you. 2 months.
something downright creepy would happen
Let's see what
while
this is.
being inside. Upon entering the property, he smells a strong, foul odor that seems to linger throughout the house.
Yeah, it's probably damp, mate, if it's an abandoned house.
He then walks over to the kitchen and sees that a colony of ants has taken over the sink.
Yeah, it just seems like an abandoned house, mate. Funny aromas and ants taking over is what happens when you abandon a home. That does not seem ghostly at all. This is just the way, it's just the natural order of things, really.
Now, according to the owner, there have been sudden infestations of flies and other insects throughout the home.
Yeah, this happened in my house once. When I first moved in, just randomly, I kept getting flies and I couldn't figure out why. And it turned out, apparently you can get these things called drain flies, which are flies that live in your drains. So I just poured a fuck ton of bleach down my drains and it fixed it. But, yeah, that was genuinely, that was fucking awful. Right, I hated it. It was like that for like a few weeks because I couldn't figure out where they were coming from, and eventually I clocked that they were coming out my drain. Why don't you just do hot water? Because bleach felt like it was going to work better. So I just fucking bleached the fuckers. It worked. So if it happens to you, get drain flies, bleach them.
Which Santiago finds odd, as the house is practically new and therefore shouldn't have this problem.
It's abandoned! It got abandoned when the owners left. What do you mean?
Although strange, it isn't as odd as what happens later in the footage.
Okay, sure.
Take a look.
I'll butt out.
No tenía por qué haber ningún tipo de insectos. Estamos en la cocina. Se puede ver cómo ellos vaciaron toda la cocina rápidamente para irse corriendo. Está todo abierto. No han vuelto por esta casa. Yo no sé qué decir, pero pueden ver todavía pertenencias.
Fuck off, their belongings are still here, and their belongings is just like nothing but a creepy chair.
No han vuelto por esta casa. Yo
Wait, so what did he say? Sorry, I zoned out a bit because I was trying to make sure the
Therefore,
subtitles
shouldn't have
were
this
covered by the bingo.
no tenía por qué haber ningún tipo de insectos. Estamos en la cocina. Se puede ver cómo ellos vaciaron toda la cocina rápidamente para irse corriendo. Está todo abierto.
Yeah, okay, they
no
empty
han
the
vuelto
covers.
por esta casa. Yo
But how long have they been gone for? Like, how long
no
have they
sé
been
qué
gone?
decir, pero pueden ver todo.
You know what I mean? But as you can see, their belongings are still here. Their belongings is one cuck chair, all right, to jerk off in while someone plows his wife. And a ball on a fuck off. And a single shoe. A single Ugg boot. FNAF fan. This house is fucking decrepit, by the way. Like, no, this is no way you're convincing me that they left and they've only been gone a little bit. There's a reason there's flies here. It looks dirty.
Boo. You should check out Garrett Watt's
Sorry.
videos on haunted locations.
And perhaps I will, Corny. Thank you very much. Prime, thank you for the schools. I meant schools, thank you for the prime. Upside down cross symbol. Yeah, your tenants are weird. Your tenants have one creepy chair and they're etching upside down crosses in the walls. This house is like actually run down.
Horrible, este lado. No sé cómo puede estar tan horrible en poco tiempo. Una de las cosas que noto es que hay un olor que está horrible, como podrido.
Okay, so nothing's
Santiago
happened.
then proceeds to go inside a bedroom.
Yeah, this house looks abandoned. Like, it doesn't look like the family left a few days ago. Like, it actually looks up.
That has a hidden closet. The owner states that his family has felt a certain presence within this closet and has kept it shut for the longest.
Fuck off! You wouldn't say this about a house you're trying to sell. It's pissing me off, right? Like, this is just an abandoned house. There's flies because it's fucking minging.
Time until recently. Feeling a bit spooked, he heads on over to the other rooms.
Someone's first message was, "Who do I contact if I want to purchase this house?" No, mate. You can't even flip this.
Where he begins to feel even more uneasy. What happens then has left him back.
Yeah, creepy kid's bike as well.
What he caused.
So far, their possessions are creepy chair, creepy kid's bike, fuck tons of coat hangers, but no clothes. Fuck off.
Aquí pueden observar dónde estaba el master bedroom, la habitación principal. Pueden ver que todavía hay cosas, pero pueden ver cómo rápidamente cogieron toda la ropa y se marcharon. Pueden ver ahí todas las perchas. Rápidamente sacaron toda la ropa, la cargaron en el coche y desaparecieron. Dejaron bastantes cosas detrás de ellos.
Yeah, they have so many things, like one chair and one bike.
Hay un olor extraño, como podrido en este
It's abandoned.
Este es el otro cuarto. Pueden observar.
Fucking made me jump. Yeah, they managed to leave their one Halloween decoration in the center of the room. Fuck right off.
Todavía hay cosas, pertenencias.
Also, how many holes do they put in these fucking walls? Christ almighty. Look how many holes they've had to patch.
Pertenencias. Bastante raro. Ahora, lo que vamos a hacer va a ser aquí en la pared.
Yeah, another upside down cross. Sick, man.
Hay unas marcas en la casa, en varias áreas. Es como...
What's that say?
Serían marcas, uñas. De alguien que
Oh yeah,
ha
in red.
estado,
Red scratch marks. Yeah, nice.
Definitivamente son...
Why would you point that out as... Oh, you are... Mate, this is such a...
algo raro. Que están rayadas las paredes. En varias áreas. Esta es la... ok. Esta es la parte de arriba. Es extraño, la verdad. Este es el otro...
Yeah, the jump scare happens in this room.
En la casa, puedo decir, hay ruidos. Ahí hay unos ruidos que estoy oyendo, como unos clac, clac. Es muy extraño.
Muy extraño.
Y esto es lo que es la casa. Estas personas estuvieron aquí.
26 months OMG.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Viviendo unos 2-3 años y me llamaron, dijeron que la tuvieron que abandonar porque definitivamente algo raro estaba ocurriendo. Cuando abandonaron la casa, no la abandonaron a las 2 de la mañana, después de que ocurrió, según ellos, cosas muy raras. Pero bueno, yo he querido venir, grabar el vídeo y ver, un poquito, de todo lo que está ocurriendo en esta casa.
Is that a rocking chair as well?
Pero bueno,
That's a rock. Fuck off.
esta es la casa. Es muy interesante. Y... Yeah. Oh. Mejor me voy saliendo ya de la casa.
It's best if I leave the house now. Yeah, sure.
Me voy
Wait, one more time.
Pero bueno, esta es la casa. Es muy, muy interesante. Y...
Hey King.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure how we did that, but it definitely is faked. The panning to the window and then away, and then yeah, just we can definitely check off entry as painfully fake. Fucking hell.
Mejor me voy saliendo ya de la casa.
I'm not sure how he did it, but it doesn't matter. Like, it was so genuinely fake.
Pero
He kicked it when he was turned away. Maybe that was it. Yeah.
si necesitan comprar una casa, siempre miren el historial de las casas. Es muy importante, ¿ok?
Fuck off. Like, why would he possibly... Like, clearly he just wants to get views. Or, like, his tactic for selling this house is it's really run down and abandoned. Maybe some ghost nut wants it. Either way, it's fake.
The chair all of a sudden rocks on its own. It is at this moment that Santiago decides to leave the premises while trying to keep calm by talking more about the property. The sudden infestation of flies, ants, and other insects. Plus
He just took the most decrepit house he had, drew a couple of crosses on the wall, put a couple of creepy objects in there because there was nothing in it. Because they didn't leave their stuff. There were 3 items. There was a bike, a chair, like a kid's bike, a rocking chair, and a Halloween decoration. You just grabbed the creepiest shit you had to hand and put it in a house.
On the walls, as well as the foul odor throughout the home, have led viewers to believe that the house.
The hangers, though, all right, yeah, but you know how cheap plastic hangers are? Just buy a few and throw them on the ground.
Haunted. And of course, the chair moving on its own was enough to convince them that something paranormal had occurred. But as always, I'll leave it to you to come up with your own conclusion.
Yeah, deeply faked.
Videos, the question still remains: what exactly had been caught on camera?
Someone said random noise, but I didn't actually hear the noise. He just went, the guy went, I randomly hear noises like clack, clack, but I didn't actually hear it. We can go back and check before we move on, I guess, if you want. Hold on.
Es extraño, la verdad. Este es el otro, Mira, hay ruidos en la casa, puedo decir.
Yeah, there isn't a noise. He just steps on a creaky floorboard. That doesn't count. Nah, fuck off. Next one.
This next video speaks for itself. We can see 3 people who appear to be friends using what looks to be a Ouija board.
Oh! Ouija! We haven't had a Ouija board in ages! That hasn't happened in ages. Where's Ouija board on there? The Ouija board is involved. We haven't had one of those in a long time. That's a rarity on this channel now. Fuck it hell. Alright, sweet. Creepy things, by the way. Never play with Ouija boards. I've been warned many, many times by anyone who is involved in this shit never to use them. So, there's my advice to you. The guy sounded exactly like my PE teacher. Funny.
All paranormal videos, those involving Ouija boards.
Someone just fucking put in chat this next video. Because he always says this next video speaks for itself. Right, someone put in chat. This next video speaks for itself. Proceeds to speak for it. Good meme. Very funny.
Often show footage of a session that goes wrong. That being said, this next video is no exception.
By the way, if we hadn't already done 7 pixels, fuck me. This is like the lowest quality digital video I think I've ever seen.
This is what was caught.
We can't see the ball. Oh yeah, God, I turned off bingo. There you are. Sorry, I put it back on. I forgot there were subtitles last time. I didn't want them in the way of. I've only checked. The only thing I've done is entries painfully fake and Ouija board. Sorry, completely forgot. Thank you very much for the prime. That's what I've added in the time since, you know. Free promo. Oh, true. We haven't done the free promo one. I mean, Santiago Sanchez got free promo. What about the first one?
The following video shows a couple.
It seems like they did link the Facebook. Did these guys get it?
This next video speaks for itself.
Yeah, no, this is submitted by that.
Skibidi.
Why on earth would you possibly spend that much money to donate Skibidi? Why would you possibly do that?
Don't forget to use your primes, chat.
Why have you done... Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, yeah, there you are. Skibidi. Haha. Do what they said. Yeah, we can do no free promo on the BizarreBub channel. We can tick that off for sure. Anyway, let's carry on.
we can see 3 people who appear to be friends using what looks to be a
They do
Ouija
appear
board
to be. Yeah, that's true.
at
Oh,
Evolve.
hold on.
L plus ratio plus no full plate plus low level paladin plus
What?
your chainmail is rusted plus your great sword is dull plus your steed is unruly plus your shield is chipped plus your patron doesn't heed your calls plus you don't inspire hope in the masses. Happy 44 months.
Yeah, thanks for the 44 months, Pluto. Allow yourself ever saying nasty things like that again. Ever again. Right? Ever again. It's not on. 1, I do have full plate. Right? I'm a high-level paladin. My chainmail isn't rusted. I don't even fucking wear chainmail because I've got full plate, like I said.
The tickle monster has arrived. Lock your
No!
windows.
No!
Steel
No!
is in town.
No! No! I'm scared of being tickled. Don't tickle me. I'm seriously, I do not like being tickled. I hate the thought of it. It makes me feel sick. It makes me genuinely feel sick. So don't tickle me. Whatever you do, it's my least favorite thing because I peed myself once when I was tickled as a kid, and now I don't like it no more.
2.5 years. I've been following since early 2021, and you've come
That's
so far.
Thank you very much.
To see less than 3.
That really does mean a lot, but at the same time, seriously, do not tickle me. I'm being serious, all right? I don't know if you guys saw the new Schlatt & Co. video, but I speak about this at length. All right? I speak about this at length. I don't like being tickled. I'm scared of it. So don't do it to me.
Paranormal videos, those involving Ouija boards, often show footage of a session that goes wrong. That being said,
Thank you for the prime.
this next video is no exception. This is what was caught.
Okay. They're doing a bit of Ouija-ing. Straight Ouija-ing. Yeah, I'd go as far as to say it's doing a little too much. If it moved just a bit once, I'd be like, yeah, sure.
The stuffed
The amount it's moving is like... I feel like there's someone in the closet moving it like a puppet, if I was to be honest.
toy moves
Though, child's toy moves by itself, absolutely. Child's toy makes noises or moves, we can do that. Sorry, There we are.
on its own, but it seems that no one had noticed
It moves like as if it's got someone's hand in it, you know what I mean? Like the body doesn't move,
That
but the
isn't
head
all-
just does. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? It moves like someone like controlling a puppet.
Boo.
Ah! Thank you for the 22 months. That is like an animatronic. Yeah. It's not fucking ghostly, I don't think. Some people have got bingo. Congratulations.
A stuffed toy moves on its own, but it seems that no one had noticed it. That is until later in the video when someone looks over.
Someone said, I'm sorry for your tickle trauma, but I also have flies in my drain. Does bleach actually work? It worked for me. I just bleached the fuck out of the drain and left it. And then, yeah, it was all fine. They all like shoot out the room at once. That's funny as fuck. It's like actually
real
like
or not.
it looks staged as fuck the way they run, like the 3 fucking stooges all at once. Watch as they look how in sync they run. Right? Is this the time he notices it? No, this is where they notice it.
That is until later in the video when someone looks.
Yeah, look. They all go in like perfect unison. It's like a fucking Scooby-Doo
Whether real
clip.
or not, viewers believe that it's best to never use a Ouija board, as most videos show that something goes wrong.
Yep, it's true.
But of course, what do you think?
Yeah, I think that's faked, but very funny. Very funny. Madame Marigold, thank you for the prime. Do we have anything else we can tick off here? Oscar winning for the person recording. No, not from the person recording.
This next video features a family of 3 who lives in a
John Birmingham! Oh, poor guy. No one needs to be associated with that place. That's horrible. So halfway through animating you and Ellie, and then I realized you're live. Oh, thank you very much for doing that. I would love to see it when it's out. Also, guys, did you see Tubbo got banned? That was unjust. I thought that wasn't good. I thought that wasn't right at all. They should unban my guy. Free my guy. Right? Tubbo he's banned from Twitch indefinitely as of current for a DMCA claim the one time he had permission to play DMCA shit. I'm sensing you hopefully get unbanned, but like also, you know, that's terrible. Genuinely. I hope for everybody's sake he comes back. I really do. But thank you for being here in the meantime, if you are from the Tubbo stream.
In a house that they believe is haunted. The family has experienced many strange occurrences.
Yeah. No wonder he's experiencing strange occurrences. He's probably pressing on his frontal lobe. Get your finger out of there, man! It's going too high up. Gonna give yourself brain damage. Boy is digging for gold in there. Look at that. Straight up in there. Jesus. All right.
Inside this house.
No wonder he's seeing things. Get your finger out.
Out of all things encountered, there's one incident that is by far the creepiest. The following is the video they took. The video begins with the father of the family who's recording what appears to be a small pool for children. According to him, his son Rowan was playing with mom inside the pool when he points to the house and says that he could see a man in the window.
And right
Children
there,
do stuff like that sometimes, though. They have very active imaginations. But
in
anyway.
that room, that's where Rowan said that he saw a man inside there, and he sat in the pool right here, and he sat there staring up.
Yeah, it's creepy though, to be fair.
And he said, "That's a man." And he kept looking in there and said, "There's a man in there." So
Southerners. I love their accents. It's a great accent.
If no one had been inside, then who or what did Rowan see?
I just don't freaking
Rowan's mother
know.
states that she was creeped out by her son's comment. But it's what happened.
Mate, she's a ghost. Look how fucking overexposed that shot is. Mate, she is like... I can't even discern her features. She's just a plain white canvas with fucking eyes and a mouth. Gee, turn the exposure down on that camera, my guy.
But it's what happened later that day that creeped her out the most. After playing in the pool, they both go inside to dry up when Rowan walks over to the dining room where the figure was seen and stares at something for a very long time. Unsure as to what he was seeing, she asked him if there was something there, to which he nodded and said...
That was a cool little stock image transition from the eye of the mum to the eye of the kid.
Where the figure was seen and stares at something for a very long time. Unsure as to
Look
what
at
he
this.
was seeing, she asked him if there was something
Like slightly
there,
scared
to which
mother.
he nodded and
Locked
said,
in child.
I could see a man with big black hair.
Isn't that was pretty cool.
He then says that he looks like an airplane, which neither of his parents could understand.
What?
But then, after telling us this story, the father goes on to record his son and ask him more questions about this man.
He hurt his brain?
Yeah.
And then what happened? Did he say anything?
His butt.
He hit his butt.
He
What?
hurt his butt?
Now it could
The child does something creepy. Absolutely, we can check that off. Yep, absolutely we can.
be the case that he's just saying whatever comes to mind, as most children do.
Yeah, but this is the first one so far that I'm beginning to go, this does actually seem kind of creepy, to be honest. Don't say you gotta throw the whole baby away. Fuck off. That's rude. You should definitely be doing your A-level geography coursework, but I can't stop that jackmanifold grind. Do both!
But what happens later in the video has left both parents baffled. This is what was caught.
Well, do you have anything else to add?
Oh, he's leaving.
He apparently sees a man in there.
That's a big man.
That's a big man?
Tall fella.
The father captures footage of
It's the ghost of Andre the Giant by the sounds of things. Big black hair, sort of I don't know how he hurt his brain, but we can think about that.
His son, who appears to be seeing something.
The creature was me.
Oh, there it is. Well,
Is he
sorry,
there?
Cannoli. Thank you for owning up. Thank you for the 27 months.
What's he look like?
He's an airplane.
He looks.
always says
He's a
that.
Jeep.
He looks like an airplane.
There's another man.
He's a black man.
He's a black man. And okay, he's a black man.
I understood that as he's the Batman, so we'll never know, I guess. Could be a black man, could be the Batman.
Right?
After giving another detail about the man, he walks over to the dining room and sits at the entrance. He then points to the corner and says that he could see the man standing right there. As you might have guessed,
This definitely is a kid. Like, I don't think this video is fake. You know what I mean? Like, this is clearly a kid believing he's seeing something, but whether it's a kid's imagination or whether it's, like, something paranormal is, like, completely impossible to tell.
parents can't help but think that their child has seen a ghost. Now, it could be that their son has an overactive imagination and are therefore mistaking an imaginary
It's a weird stock image to use.
friend for a ghost. Yet, the following day,
Oh.
the father makes a shocking discovery that may
We've completed the trilogy! Father Eye!
Take a look.
Hi. I just wanted to say that this is the next day after Rowan's been telling us about that ghost that he saw, and we just realized he's been telling us a black man was in here with big hair, with big black hair, and he's been in. He was in this room. That room, and we didn't know, but we were looking around, and we found out that this piece of little furniture, this thing my mom gave us, and we found it in the corner.
We had it holding a plant, but we've taken the plant away. It says pants, but I'm assuming it's not just one like leg of trousers.
It's called a unity carving. See?
Okay. Right. Is this a racist thing?
And it's carved from one piece of wood, and look at.
I just, whenever I see an old, when it's like my old mother, right, this is a southern person going, my old mother gave me this piece of furniture, and I'm going, oh no! You know what I mean? I've heard of old southern people having some furniture that is unsavory.
This that we found on it, and we didn't even know. But speaking of
Handcrafted in Ghana. Oh, never mind. Okay, it's not a racist thing. It was just made in Ghana. Fucking hell.
Ghana is in Africa, so.
Ghana is in Africa. Thank you, man. Forget he's making this for Americans. You have to teach Americans about geography because they don't tend to know.
We looked up, it's made from all one piece of wood. It's like this artistic thing that, it's like hard to make or whatever.
Oh, that's cool.
And they probably get paid very little, which is why they're able to resell these for fairly cheap in the United States. But we think maybe the person who crafted it was the ghost or something. Or connected to this, the person connected to this thing.
This feels, I'm going to say it, this feels like a reach. Just because the kid has said the ghost is black, he's just like searched his house and went, we have a furniture from Africa. I'm like, come on now, dude. I feel like, I'm not like, he's not saying anything like deeply offensive, but I feel like you're clutching at straws, Like, I don't think, there's anything necessarily wrong with that. But I feel like it's a reach to be like, this is from Africa. I think it's the guy that made this. Like, fuck off. Like, that's such a reach. It's just, there are more than black there are more, no, wait, what am I trying to say? There are more black people than Africans. That's what I'm trying to say. There are other places that, have black people. Right?
Was the ghost. Okay, so we just thought I'd add that tidbit in. Okay.
What are your thoughts on this? Is the piece responsible for the man that Rowan sees? Or is it all due to an overactive imagination? Feel free to share what you think.
I feel like this wasn't BizarreBub being insensitive, but I feel like it teeters on that level where we probably can use the free space. I'm going to say the free space is, I'm going to mark off that free space now. I'm going to say it. I'm just going to say it now. Fucking hell. I'm one away in 2 directions, chat. You know what? We hadn't had a bingo in ages, and then we got one last time. I'm feeling like we may get another one. We may get another one. Long COVID Ghost channel promoted or Shadow Figure Money Gang are some of our most common boxes. You know? You do Ghost is just some guy. No, I don't think the Ghost is. I think the options are kid has an imaginary friend or the kid is just... Because I do believe this sort of notion that kids see more than what the average person sees. I've heard of stories of like kids being like, like having imaginary friends and describing them in detail, and then like people looking into the history of the house and like reading obituaries and realizing the imaginary friend that their kid described perfectly matches the description of someone who died there in an obituary. Like I've heard stories of this, and like personally as well, like from people I know. And like I do believe that sort of notion, but like it's hard to say for certain. You kind of like need something. This is the thing, and it's kind of what he's gone for, right? Is like kid says something that's kind of creepy about an imaginary friend, but it could just be an imagination. So what you need then is something that links it to the real world, like a bit of information that it's linked to that the kid couldn't possibly have made up, right? Or you know what I mean? But I feel like he's sort of clutched at straws for it and went, well, this thing's made in Ghana, and the kid described the ghost as a black man. And I'm like, that come on now. This is the biggest reach of the century. I feel like, you know, I feel like that's when you're sort of reaching. So no, you know, who's to say, I mean, you know, who's to say he's wrong, but I feel like it's a real leap. You know, real leap.
To catch a stream to use this yippee.
Hey, thank you for the 11 months. Appreciate it.
If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out,
well, I have actually, but it's all on YouTube. Jackmanifold TV on YouTube, I went ghost hunting with Tubbo. You can go check it out.
Next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video.
Oh, last one. Wow, it usually does that before the second one.
This last video was posted by David
Thank you for the 5 months.
Stenberg, who owns a dog that, according to him, has been acting very strange.
Got 2 sets of dogs in this fucking thing. Jesus Christ, look at that. 2 sets of dogs in this one. Christ almighty, put that shit away!
David had filmed the following video and writes,
oh, that dog looks clueless.
This is the only recorded example of this behavior, but it has happened in the middle of the night, the middle of the day, and in several rooms of the house. This is what he caught on camera.
We need a shadow figure here, by the way. Dogs do just do this sometimes, though, to be fair.
What the f***? Get in here. Get in here.
Don't be mean to him. Don't shout get in here like that. Wow. Wow, it's rough for bro. Oh, it's rough for bro. Oh, I'm so... That is rough. That is a sad sight. You know those pictures of, like... People be like, how can you live like this? And, like, all dudes need to live is, like, a fucking lawn chair and a TV. That's what he's dealing with right here. This is r/male living spaces for sure. Fuck me, man. That is harsh. Dog's face is really funny.
Get in here. What is the deal?
Yeah, animal behaves weirdly.
Come here.
Oh, no, he doesn't want to do it. Yeah, these ones are always weird.
For some reason, David's dog will not go in the room. There doesn't appear to be anything threatening inside, which is odd as his behavior suggests otherwise.
Yeah, it's weird.
Because of this,
dog force field.
That there was actually something inside the room, but it could only be seen by the dog. Knowing this, the question then becomes, what exactly was being seen?
Who knows?
Was an unseen ghost caught on camera, or was something else caught instead? Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Until next time.
Okay, well, let's start breaking this down, chat. I didn't get bingo, but the thing is, I'm gonna quickly go back to something here.
The following video shows a couple who are
2
getting
seconds.
ready for bed when something downright terrifying is caught on camera.
Hold on.
The footage comes from an indoor
Because I believe there was some light flickering in this, but I didn't count it.
security camera
we could.
that the couple had installed inside their bedroom. After the chilling events of that night, they sent this video to a friend who looked it over and concluded.
Christ, shut up.
At the start of the clip, we can see both partners doing their nightly routine. One's at the foot of the bed, while the other is inside the bathroom. Then, minutes later, the partner who is inside the bathroom joins the other in bed. It isn't until seconds later that we see both partners.
Oh, you see, that was a little flicker right there, I think. You guys see that?
It isn't until seconds later that we see both partners.
Oh, wait, is that TV? They're just watching
However,
TV.
It is at this moment that something disturbing is caught on camera. This is what was caught.
Es que todo fue tan rápido, hermano. Todo fue tan rápido.
That is just the TV, isn't it? That is just the TV. Fuck! No bingo today! No bingo today! We got so close on 3 things that are quite common. God's sake, man. Damn it! Oh, I really thought we were getting a bingo today. Damn it. Well, don't go anywhere. Because we're going to watch another one. This actually usually takes us like 2 hours to watch one video. We're going to keep going. We're going to watch another one of these. But quickly, before we do the top of the hour ad, I gotta rank these. Might as well make it neat. If you got bingo, well done. Sadly, I didn't. Let me rank these ones into believability. I would say from least believable to most believable. Let's go. I would say number 4 is the least believable. The landlord going around the house. You know the one? You know that guy? By far the least believable one today. Him going around the house and trying to sell it whilst it like being haunted and filled with their items, which is just 3 like absolutely like least believable. Then I would say that's where it gets a bit hard. I would say next most believable is probably number 3 is the second least believable. This is clearly an animatronic or something. It's just the way it moves is so unnatural. But when ghosts move things, it just moves a little bit or moves a touch and then it stops. Like, there's this sort of idea that it takes a lot of energy for ghosts to be able to control things. So doing it for a prolonged period like that and, like, animating it is, like, just absurd. Like, it's definitely just either someone is in that closet and, like, got their hand up through it like a puppet, or it's an animatronic. Like, it's not real. The way they all run off and sync as well is just, like, comical. Like, one more time. Like, nah, it's funny, but no, I'd say that's the least. Second least, sorry. This is then number 3 into the third least believable. I don't believe this one. It's not, it's the most convincing of the 3 that I don't believe are real. You know, like, the thing, but, like, everything just flies in such convenient directions. Like, the sheets fly off into the bathroom. Give it a second. Like, the sheets fly off from a singular point into the bathroom, a perfect place to be hiding and pulling a string. You know, give it a second. Come on now. Do it. Yeah, you see? And then, like, everything starts flying around and stuff. The only thing that makes this more believable is I don't know how to explain all of the stuff that flies around. Like, I don't quite know how to explain, like that obviously got thrown off camera. But, like, it's the TV falling that's the most difficult for me to explain. Like, I don't really... Like, 1, damaging a TV like that is crazy. 2, like... Yeah, it just seems weird. I don't know, but I don't believe it. It all seems too good to be true. But I couldn't tell you exactly how that's faked, so I'm going to give it higher marks than the other 2, because that one I think is just a guy lying, and this one I think... sorry, number 4 I think is just a guy lying. Number 3 I think is just an animatronic. This I'm not 100% sure. Then it's between 2 and 1 for the 2 most believable. And these 2 I could be inclined to believe. The kid's kind of 50-50. Like, could be a kid genuinely seeing something creepy. The thing that gets me is him saying, like, he hurt his brain and stuff. Like, he has injuries. I think it's when kids start saying slightly morbid stuff that I sort of get more convinced. So as much as I do think that this could just be a kid with an overactive imagination, I'm somewhat inclined to say that it isn't. But the whole cope with Ethiopia is just ridiculous. So I'm going to say this is probably my... No, actually, I'd say this is the second most believable. Because, like, the dog is barking and refusing to go into a room. And I always find that weird when a dog refuses to go into a room for no reason, as if it's aware of something we're not. Was it Ghana, not Ethiopia? Sorry. I knew it was an African nation. I couldn't remember which one it was off the top of my head. Yeah, like, I just, it is weird. I do tend to believe dogs, but also, like, he could have heard a funny noise or seen a thing he doesn't like. Like, dogs can't fully communicate. And although this is weird and I am inclined to potentially believe it, the kid's a lot more direct in that he's seeing a person and that he's describing this person. And as much as kids could be imaginative, I'm more inclined to believe that this is a kid seeing something paranormal than it is a dog. The dog, I think there's more options. Like, there's a 50-50 with the kid. It's either a ghost or it's either something he's made up. The dog, it could be a noise. It could be, like, a frequency that he's hearing in that room that the human can't hear, and it's really off-putting to him. It could smell bad. It could, you know what I mean? There's so many options that it's hard to say. So I would say our order for today, for this video, is number 4, least believable. Number 3, second least believable. Number 5, third least believable. Then, number 1, second most believable. And then number 2 is the most believable of the day. That is the order of this one. Sadly, no bingo. But don't worry, everybody. Clear your sheets. Oh. Oh. Generate a new card. Because we're going to watch more BizarreBub. But before we do that... Guys! It is the top of the hour, and you know what that means. We gotta run the top of the hour ad. Now, I shouldn't have to explain this. Plenty of you have been here before, and you should know what this is, but just in case you don't, let me explain. Every stream, for 1 minute at the top of the hour, I run a minute-long ad. This is because I ask that every single viewer tries to support the stream in the best way they can. And I understand that not everybody can afford to donate or subscribe, and that's completely fine, completely reasonable. I don't ask that of you. All I ask is that you stick around, don't click off the stream, let it run while a minute-long ad plays, because it generates income for the stream and greatly supports me. But if you hate ads, you want to skip all the ads for the next 30 days, and then you can do so with a Twitch subscription. You can subscribe for the low price of $4.99 to get 30 days of ad-free watching of this stream. That's no mid-rolls, no pre-rolls, nothing for 30 days, as well as custom emotes, a custom role on the Discord, and a custom badge in chat.
Streams. They make my day so much
better. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you for the 5 months. And no rain, thank you for the 4. Look, these great people don't have to watch an ad anymore, and neither should you. The only way you can do that is by receiving a sub. The only other option that isn't buying a sub, well, I suppose you could also get gifted one, but that's not in your control. The only way to take this back into your control and get a sub for free is to see if you have a Twitch Prime. Go down the bottom, click subscribe, see if the Prime option is available. If it is, hit subscribe, check the Prime button. You get a free subscription. No ads for you, for free. It still supports the stream, and I would greatly appreciate it. Plenty of people forget they have their Primes all the time. No Rain forgot they had it till just now. I forget I have mine all the time. Alien Frogs actually used the tier 1, so they didn't forget. They just bought it, but that's fine too. Look, it's easy to forget. So guys, look, I'm going to run the ad.
11 months.
We'll be back in 1 minute.
Apparently ignoring the fact that work is going to be a shit show.
Hey, that's
Thanks
alright.
for all the streams, Jack.
You'll make it through, I believe you. Believe in you. Hold on, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm going to play some baby sensory videos for the subs while I go and see if Eleanor's home. She was out the house when I started stream, but she might be back by now, so I want to go say hi if she is. And also maybe get a refresh on my water. I will see you all in 1 minute's time. Take care, everybody. Here's your fruits, everybody. Enjoy the fruits. Enjoy the fruits of your labor for being subs. I'll see you all in just a couple of seconds. Hello! I'm back. Thank you for watching the videos. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching the ads. If you watch the ads, let me just finish off my water. I got a new one. Eleanor isn't home. It was a great shame. I really expected to see her, but I went and petted the cats. I've been deeply, I've been quite emotional about just having pets today because obviously, you know, she just walked through. I just heard her walk through the door. Just now. Hold on. Continue watching the videos. I'm gonna go say hi, chat. She's here. She came in to see me instead. I just played the ad. I hoped you'd be home. I went to go see you, but you weren't home yet.
I was watching the stream from downstairs, and I did try to text you, but I don't get service.
What do you mean downstairs?
As I was walking into my building, I was.
Oh, I thought you'd just been chilling downstairs. I was like, oh.
No. Hi.
Hi. Eleanor, Neil's here, everybody.
Do you want a little cake?
A cake? What's that?
These are my favourites.
What is it?
Cake.
Whoa, why does the cake look like that?
A little cake.
It's a funny shape.
Come on, it's a Madeleine.
What do you mean a Madeleine? Why is everyone saying Mogu? Oh, you have a Mogu Mogu. I was like, why is everyone saying Mogu Mogu in chat?
I love them so much, but this flavour is not my favourite.
Which one is it?
Melon.
Mmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your fault,
Honeydew
really.
as well.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say that looks like a honeydew. That's your fault for thinking.
But I like honeydew.
What? No one likes honeydew.
I do.
It's the whole point of BoJack Horseman. Oh, that smells lovely. Yeah, I'll have one of them.
It's like a little hamster.
Lychee Mogu Mogu is the best, according to someone.
Yes! Had that one the other day, really liked it.
Right. Let me try one of these cakes.
Someone said love Ellie's sweatshirt. Thank you.
Oh, Taylor Swift one, yeah. Right, you ready?
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's delightful.
That's alright, that. What flavour is it?
Cake flavour. I think it's just like a little...
It's butter. Butter.
It's just cake flavour.
It's made of butter.
How many things on your bingo have you got?
We didn't get a bingo. We've had to clear it because we're doing a new video now.
Oh.
Just about to start a new one.
I like, Ghost is just some guy.
Sometimes it is. Like, sometimes it's just obviously just a fella. Like,
Pluto wants to come in.
Pluto can come in.
She does this while I'm filming videos, so I leave the door open so they can come in, but then they just cause havoc.
I know. Are you here to cause havoc?
Come on, Mama. Oh.
She's run off.
I tried to catch her.
Ooh. No, wants to run off.
She's in a play mood.
Everyone's saying butter like that. It's butter. Anyway, look. We gotta watch more ghost sighting videos, everybody. Which one should we watch? I'll let you guys pick this time. I picked the last one. You guys can pick this one. Back on the channel. We watched version 50. We gotta go back into the backlog. Because we ran out of modern day ones. That's okay. Which one should we pick? Version 77. I think we've probably watched that one, I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, we have. I think we've watched everything after... Yeah, 57 and onwards, we've watched every single one. Which is quite a lot, because we're on 92 now, so we've watched a lot of these. I've watched every single one on stream. 49? We can do 49. We can do 49. Alright.
Sorry.
No, I just wondered what was going off. What's happening?
We're playing. The
Are you just playing? Are you going to proceed to play in the background while I do the stream?
No, I can take her out.
No, you can do the playing
But
here.
I want them to see a look.
Oh, there she is.
Saturn's come to see what all the ruckus is.
Yeah, Saturn is in the other room. She's not quite come in here yet.
You want to go say hi? You can play with this.
She doesn't seem bothered about saying hi, to be honest. Oh, no, she's just going to get picked up.
She seems quite tired.
She does seem tired. You picked her up and she didn't...
She woke up to the sound of the feather. Oh, the girls.
Bless him.
The baby.
They're very cute. They're very, very sweet. I love them very much. I was saying I've been very sentimental about them today because I had to watch the Rudy video.
No.
Again. I've obviously been watching it a lot over the past few days while we've been working on it, but I watched it for the last time today. Well, not the last time, I'm sure I'll watch it again, but last time for a while today. So I've been very sentimental about them. about having little fur babies in the house. Jack, give them a cuddle. If I do, they'll try and take my face off. And give them a little... Yeah, you see? She gets freaked out. You know, I've been away for a few weeks, and they get, like, freaked out. Because I don't live here, they do get a bit weird about me when I first get back from a trip.
Pluto doesn't really like pets even on her best days.
This is true.
Pluto's just not very... You know what? Pluto is actually really cuddly on her own terms. When she wants a cuddle, that's fine.
That's true. Sometimes she'll come and lay in bed with me.
But if you ever go, oh, hey.
Jack, if there was a camel in your house and the camel died, what would you do?
Call the dead camel collection.
This feels like it's mocking me for my dead dog.
Oh.
That I just made a video about. Are you mocking me for my dead dog that's dead?
Oh.
That's horrible.
Wow.
You're horrible. No, I shouldn't joke about that.
You calling Rudy a camel?
Yeah, that's horrible.
Wow.
No, they went, no, I'm being a wind-up. If there was a camel in my house and it died, I don't know. I'd probably call the police.
Yeah, how the fuck did the camel get in there, by the way?
I don't know. Yeah, I'd probably call the police, I think.
Anyway.
Right, I'll get on with this video then.
Do you want me to take the cats or...
They can stay, you can just leave the door open.
Of course, have it.
They can come and go as they please.
Alright, I'm taking my moggy. Do you want another cake?
No, can I actually have...
Oh, it's Snappy!
Yeah.
Snaps!
Yeah. We have our own language.
Orange?
Yeah, orange is good.
The ball? Oh, it was in the top.
Yeah, the ball. There won't be a ball yet because we've not done it.
Oh.
Marble soda.
The Snoopy!
Couldn't think of the word then. I was like, they're the ones you have to with them. Yeah, we'll have one of these quickly.
We love this game. We found a place last night that does like every flavour ever.
Yeah, to be fair, I genuinely think it is every flavour. But these, have you hurt yourself?
A little bit.
You alright?
I'm not very good at these, guys.
These aren't the Ramon.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, yeah, I got it. Oh!
Did it.
Mine fizzed.
Mine fine.
Mine went everywhere. Yeah. There's a marble in there now.
Some of them that we ordered are the proper Ramon ones.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But he did call me being like, we don't have half the flavours that you want.
Yeah,
but
you did order every flavour they had.
Yeah, he was like, we don't have half the flavours that you've chosen, but we do have this one, and this one. And I was like, oh, well, yeah. Fine.
Cool.
Yeah,
I'm glad. I didn't... It's not pee, it's soda. Marble soda.
Oh, none of them are...
No, I didn't think they were.
Oh.
Right.
My favourite is the original.
Cheers, chat.
And me. And you.
Yeah, the orange one's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one.
I
Right.
like him. Look at him.
Yeah, there's a marble in there.
Sitting in my drink. Okay, bye. Have fun.
Thank you. Love you. See you in a bit. Yeah, Saturn's there. Pluto's... Yeah. Yeah, Pluto's underneath the camera. You can leave the door open so she can come and go as she wants. Alrighty. Love you. Hey, no, hey, she's trying to steal my... She's stealing the mouse. She does this sometimes. Pluto, stop. No, stop it now. She's biting the cable for the mouse. God's sake. Oh, no. Ellie's kicked him out. Yeah, she's pressed the button on their food dispenser and they've heard it go off and they've dashed out immediately. All right, it's just me now. Just me in here now. Right, okay, let's get started. She's not kicked them, guys. Like more like slash kick. You know what I mean? All right, anyway, come on now. BizarreBub moment. Let's actually watch this fucking video. God, it's been we've dillied and we've dallied, but let's get on with this now. All right, because it's not funny anymore.
You might recall from a previous video.
Oh my god! It's I can't believe instant hit on the bingo. First, second, fourth wall. You know this fucking channel. We all know this channel. It's the Japanese one. The COVID ghost. Long COVID ghost channel gets promoted. We already got a hit.
About a man who had bought a house that is said to be haunted. The man in question is known as Meguro, and ever since buying the house, he's been experiencing strange activity. From strange noises coming from a closet. to whatever this was that was caught in the bathroom. The new
Fucking
owner of this house is
3 fucking pixels.
absolutely sure that something is haunting this place. Now, as of recent, new footage has been posted by the owner, and just like the rest,
Oh, no subtitles.
this new evidence is pretty unsettling. On December 23rd of 2021, at around 2:30 in the morning, Muguro is getting ready to sleep when all of a sudden, he notices something in the dark. This is what he caught.
What does he see? Yo, Amy, thank you for the 6 months. Wait, I think we've seen this one before, right? Oh no, we've seen similar though. Or maybe we've seen this one referenced in one we've watched before or something. Shot on iPhone. Orange watermelon, thank you for the prime. Okay. You guys, I'm just realizing, can't really see it because the bingo's in the way. Hold on, sorry. Nothing happened as of yet.
Now, in case you missed it, something else had happened prior to Muguro walking over to the closet.
Right.
As he enters the room and shuts the lights off, the closet door opens on its own.
Oh, really? Didn't even clock that. Hang on.
Now,
Is there a jump cut there, or does it just like come over? I'm curious. I think there's a jump cut there, but I'm just like double checking. Oh, because it's like closed there. Oh, it begins to open. Oh, I know. It actually opens like on camera. There's not a jump cut in the darkness. That's interesting. So that's a little, because in the past this channel's used like jump cuts. This is definitely fake, by the way, but like it's like jump cuts as like it goes into night vision mode, and like that does work. But this time, like that you actually see that go open, you know, which is a little bit harder to pull off. So I'm not quite sure how they've done that. But yeah, anyway,
the sound is nowhere to be.
Yeah, you see it go open, which is interesting.
It wasn't until noticing the open door.
Oh yeah,
that a
sure.
strange
Random noise we can definitely do. We can definitely check off random noise. By the way, I forgot about that. Random noise.
Sound came from the closet,
which I know isn't on screen right now, but let me pop it back on screen for a second. Random noise we have checked off. Anyway, we'll have to turn the bingo back off until we get. You know.
And just like before, the source of the sound is
Hello,
nowhere to
Mr.
be seen.
Manifold. Hello. How are you?
It's
Hope
I'm
you
good.
have a great day.
I have had.
First dono, and I would like to recommend another channel like BizarreBub. The channel is called Nuke Top 5. Have a great day.
I'll have to give it a look. Thank you very much.
It's like this that would cause anyone to leave the premises immediately, but not Muguro, as he is set on capturing whatever it might be that's haunting the place. Now, on the 24th of the following month, something else happened that has left him even more disturbed than.
Wait, hold on. Wait, oh, we didn't do this. There's
The new owner of this house is absolutely sure that something is haunting this place.
Hold on.
Now, as of recent, new footage has been posted.
Yeah, okay, stock image of a camera. There was earlier on, because like that time he didn't actually mention a camera, he just pulled up a stock image, which I thought was weird. I'm like, wait, was there not one earlier? There was, so I'm just actually a moron.
It's moments like this that would cause anyone to leave the premises immediately, but not Muguro, as he is set on capturing whatever it might be that's haunting the place. Now, on the 24th of the following month, something else happened that has left him even more disturbed than before. The following incident took place in the bathroom, where, as shown earlier, a faint image of an apparition had manifested.
Yeah,
It isn't
sure.
certain as to what exactly was caught on camera, but viewers seem to agree with Muguro that something paranormal had appeared. Fast forward to January 24th of 2022, and even more strange activity occurs. This is what was caught.
Okay. What was caught? No, it's okay. I'm over it.
As with most videos, nothing is certain, but given what occurred in the footage, viewers believe that a poltergeist was responsible for this. Although creepy, it isn't as odd as what happens a few minutes later into the footage.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how they necessarily fake these, but this is the channel that made the video about the long COVID ghost, where someone couldn't see another person's head, right? Like, it's utter bullshit, this channel. But, like, this is, like, some of their less offensive, like, could be real style content. Like, if it wasn't for the fact that I knew the reputation of this channel, so far I wouldn't have been like, oh, this is definitely fake, but I just do, so, you know. Yeah, like, so far I would believe all of this if I wasn't aware. Bathroom flood ghost.
Somehow, the shower head turns on by itself. According to Meguro, turning on the shower can only be done by turning the handle to the left. This means that whatever had been inside must have shifted the handle. Yet, it remains in the same position throughout the entire video. It could be that the valve inside the shower is defective, therefore causing water to come out. But this doesn't explain how the bathroom cabinet opened on its own.
I actually want to know how they did that for the video. I guess, like, because it's a static camera shot, probably, like, compositing two shots together and, like...
Or the strange But
then, no, that doesn't really work, though, because then... Hang on.
Whatever had about the entire video
I don't know.
To come out. But this does... It's up to us.
It's
Although
weird.
no explanation is given on these odd occurrences, it's up to us to come up with our own. Until the owner of the house provides more evidence, these incidents remain a mystery. Is all this supposed evidence real or not? For more information on the story, you can check out the channel Fourth Wall, where other creepy videos can be found.
I'm so interested as to why this always happens. Like, so interested. You know what I mean? Like, why he always goes at the end. You can check out the channel. He never does this with any other YouTube channel, right? Sometimes he says the channel name at the start, but never ever does he go, if you want to learn more, you can check out the channel. I'm so interested as to what deal they have. Like, is it paid promo? Like, it's the only channel they do with this with.
The next ghost hunting video. I can only watch the other 3 so many times.
I don't know exactly, but it is on my list of things that I need to do. Yeah, it gets me. I don't understand. What is their deal? Like, they've got to have some deal going on. What happened to the first, second, and third wall? Also that. I mean, there's so much. So intriguing. So intriguing.
The following footage was taken at an underground tunnel where...
Fucking... Mate, that's London Underground? What do you mean? What do you mean there's ghosts on the Piccadilly line?
Many people have reported seeing things that they couldn't explain. From things moving on their own, to shadow-like figures appearing out of nowhere. Employees of the tunnel have no doubt in their mind that the cruise station...
It's called the Tube, not the tunnel, that's okay.
...which is located in the UK, is haunted.
Which tube station is
now
this?
It was...
Wait, I'm in London now. I can nip. We could go do a little investigation of our own. I'd say I'd IRL stream it, but there's never any fucking connection down there.
Until recently that someone...
Well, unless you're on a Jubilee line, that actually is pretty well connected. That has 4G.
Hot footage of these strange occurrences. Ben Taylor, who's a tunnel engineer, is on duty when his work is interrupted by something. This is what he caught.
It's tied up.
That's just the sound of the train! That's how they sound when they pull into the stations. It just sounds a little bit different down there because you're in a different part doing maintenance. That was just the train! Fucking, wait, do we have... No, we already got random noise.
We're not left there. I don't know what it is.
I do, yeah.
Just lift it up, I'll go under. Thanks, guys.
I mean, it is happening a lot, actually. That's the one thing. It does sound, like, scary, but, like, that is happening a lot, I must admit. That is happening, like...
We're not left there.
That is a lot, to be fair.
Do you know what it is?
I do, yeah.
Just lift it up, I'll go under. Thanks, guy again, Dave.
Is this the London Underground? It doesn't sound like it is. These guys both sound like they're from Yorkshire for a start. Hang on. This is just a noise, though, at the end of the day. Fucking Minecraft cave noise, man. It, like, seems too regular, though, to be, like, an animal. I mean, like, hold on. Wait to finish this. 1, 2, 3. Oh!
It fucking seen me and it fucking stopped.
What do you mean it's seen you? I didn't see nothing.
It fucking seen me and it fucking stopped. Do you not hear it stop? Yeah.
Wait, what uniforms you got on? Sorry, hang on. That's a good indicator.
It fucking seen me and it fucking stopped. Do you not hear it stop?
I mean, that's not a TFL uniform, so I don't think it is the London Underground. Because at first I did think like, that is roughly similar to like the noise the trains make. And I'm like, if you're in a commonly used bit of tunnel, then like there are trains every fucking 5 seconds. It makes sense. But like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh yeah, I can turn the bingo back on now. I forgot. It's not going to be in the way of anything. I haven't ticked anything in particular though. Nothing really going on here.
Stop, yeah. Come on, Bob, get out. I'm going because we've got to do trades anyway.
Yeah, I can't really work that out.
According to Ben, security had come to investigate the sound, but they couldn't find the source. He has no idea as to what he had caught on camera, but if there's one thing that Ben is sure of, it's that whatever this was, it did not sound normal.
It sounds mechanical or something, though. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't sound... Like, it's too regular, and it's kind of the same every time. It doesn't sound really like an animal. Like, it sounds creepy, but I feel like it is just like if this is a train thing, like, I don't think it's London, but it could be somewhere else. Like, then I think it is just like the sound of something going through pipes or tunnels, or you know what I mean? It just doesn't sound. It doesn't. I'm not like sat here thinking, oh, it's a ghost. I'm thinking, oh, what is that? Someone said like hot water in pipes. Yeah, it could be anything. Like, there's a lot. It does sound like a dog in pain. Like, I get that, but like it isn't. Like, it's too regular. It would vary. You know, no, it's something. But the noise abruptly cut. Yeah, but then it started up immediately again in the same fashion. It probably was just like something, like a little blip. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't think it is. It could be like a steam valve. There's so much it could be. I don't think it's any convincing evidence that it's something paranormal.
Now, it could be that the sound was actually generated by machinery. Perhaps the pump on a machine was dispelling pressure. However, it seems more than likely that something else was making these sounds.
I tell you what, have we been having a bad run of BizarreBub recently? Because I swear when we first started watching these, and I must admit, I don't know whether it's me or them, where like, when we first started watching these, I was just off the back of having my weird Sam and Colby experience, and like, then doing the ghost hunting with Tubbo in Germany, where I genuinely did experience things that I think are weird, like weird Esther's method, weird voice in the Sam and Colby video. But like, And then when we first started watching BizarreBub, I remember like at least once an episode seeing something, I was like, wow, I think that might be real. You know what I mean? And like now I'm like, no, not really. Like, we haven't seen anything that's really convinced me in a long time. There's that guy, Bobby, in America with the weird house that I am genuinely convinced is like legit. And like we had the one of the kid earlier, which I was like, could be. You know what I mean? But like honestly, it's Bobby from America is the only one where I'm like consistently every time, like I think that is real. I do. Like there's been like slight little movements of objects or like kids' toys randomly activating, like nothing that's unreasonable, but like things that are like frequently odd in his house, like, and he has a bunch of creepy dolls that he doesn't get rid of. Like it's absolutely something to do with those, like, you know. Hi, sorry for the question, but when will the girl stream take place? It's going to be happening. It's happening on the 21st of this month. So, 2 weeks today. 2 weeks today. Sorry it's so late. I thought it was next week, but then I realized 21st is not next week, it's the week after. So, apologies. I would have pushed for it to be sooner if I'd have known, but I didn't. But it's like perfect timing. It coincides with like a thing Finn has to do and a thing I have to do. So it's like actually perfect timing. So, thank you for waiting.
One would think that the rhythmic and consistent pattern of the sound is simply mechanical.
Yes,
but
yes,
the fact
exactly.
that it stops as Ben gets close to the source and then promptly continues as soon as he runs away seems to suggest that something had reacted to him.
Or just through sheer coincidence, it sort of blipped when he was nearby.
Had something,
because it wasn't immediate. He was in that spot for quite a while before it did it.
Supernatural been caught on camera.
Boo, just home from visiting my boyfriend in Wales. Watched your VODs for ages, including the 12 total hours. Driving there and back. Fucking hell. Well, thank you for making it here. Thank you very much.
Or was something else caught instead? This next segment has someone who I featured before in a previous video. This person is known as Lee, and he's been uploading footage of paranormal activity.
Oh, wait, did we get some free promo on that one? Yeah, okay, we did on that one. Did we get any free promo on this one? Hang on, we need to check if we got free promo here for the bingo. Completely forgot about that.
The following footage was taken at an underground...
Nothing! Not even like a submitted by this time. All right, no free promo for sure. God, I'd double tick that if I could. All right. I hope it's the gun guy. This isn't the gun guy.
This next segment has someone who I featured before in a previous video. This person is known as Lee, and he's been uploading footage of paranormal activity.
This is definitely the most British man I've ever seen in my life. There is no way Lee is not from the UK. Do you get Americans called Lee? I've never met an American Lee. I think that's also possibly what's doing it for me. Like, I've never met an American called Lee. Apparently you do get them though. But yeah, this is a British fella.
That's been happening in his home. Now, whether it's actually paranormal or not is up for debate. But his
oh, that's a Ouija board! That was a Ouija board! God, go back into the backlog and you see plenty of them. We haven't seen them in ages. That was a Ouija board, all right. Saw that, absolutely.
Most recent evidence might just prove that something strange is truly happening. The video takes place inside his living room, where a security camera mounted on a wall had recently caught footage of something downright creepy.
What's this? Just want to reiterate that you watch Nuke Top 5. He compiles ghost videos as well. I personally find them very entertaining. Some videos you'll probably see him because of BizarreBub, but I think it's a really good watch. Thank you very much. I think eventually we're going to run out of BizarreBub, so it's good to know.
Lee and his family are away from home when the following happens.
What the fuck? I did not see that at all. Oh, yeah. Little shadow figure, that. It's a little shadow figure right there. You see that? Let's rewind that a little bit. Getting the frame-by-frame scrubbing here. Oh, no. I'm getting some frame-by-frame scrubs here. Hold on. Where does it show up? it just begins to like manifest and then sort of. Yeah, that's weird. You know what? I always really doubted shadow figures, but I've seen videos that I think are genuinely convincing. They don't look like they're edited. So it's like that's very faint and it disappears perfectly around the. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Does that not look like you know what I mean? Like he's sort of masked out, like it's like a composite, because that like it's weird that edge doesn't darken, or maybe it isn't, but that contrast there just looks a bit stark. Maybe not. Maybe that is natural. I can't quite work that out. But I've seen a lot of times now where like I didn't believe in shadow figures, and then I've seen a few videos where I've been like, that's difficult to explain, doesn't look very edited, and seems pretty legit. And then my mum told me a story that she reckons once she saw one out the corner of her eye and never really told anyone until I kind of grilled her about it. It is weird that it just sort of manifests, but like it is strange. It is a little bit strange. I don't know. It's definitely not one that I'm like, this is definitely fake, but also I'm not like, it's not one that so far is like absolutely real. Wait, hang on. Sorry, I'm gonna skip it back again. I couldn't tell. No, I think it's just my eyes. I couldn't tell if you were like getting some darkening on this wall, but it doesn't look like it. 20 months. They give it 20 months, Pixel. You to go. Jamie, it's someone on the opposite side of the curtain. No, that's not how that looks at all.
It appears that something had run across.
That doesn't look like that at all. It moves too smoothly. And like it's the way it appears in. I don't think it's someone on the opposite side of the curtain. It looks like a darkening in front, not behind.
Run across in the back. It seems pretty clear that something other than a bug on the lens was captured.
I would say
so, given that the figure is no longer in sight.
The only thing I could say about that is it's potentially edited in some capacity, but I just don't.
After passing behind the wall, a bug crawling on a lens would still be seen.
Yes.
Now you might think that this is the creepiest footage he's caught, but a few days later, something very unsettling was caught on camera. His most recent video occurs in his living room, like the one before, yet this time, Lee is present during this recording.
Yeah.
Now it's a good thing that Lee is a heavy sleeper, as waking up to the following would have freaked him out. This is what was captured.
Yeah, that's fucking creepy. Yeah, that's creepy as fuck. Tee-hee. That's creepy as shit. Yeah, that's odd. Oh, another one. Another one just there. Run that back just in front of the camera. Oh. Fuck is that? Oh, the Adidas. Yeah, that's definitely a British fella. Say something. Go on.
It goes without saying, but his most recent footage has left him baffled. As soon as the smart device stops talking, a shadow-like figure passes quickly in front of the camera before the security alarm goes off.
Not the Avast antivirus sound. It actually is as well. I had that pop up in like a recent second channel video. It's genuinely, I think, almost the...
It isn't clear as to what set off the... As soon as the...
Listen to the alarm again. Alright, and now let's put on Avast antivirus. Hang on. Avast antivirus alarm. How did it used to sound? Oh no, different. Oh yeah, different alarm. To be fair, you know, Lily put that one in the video, and that is the worst one, but that's not the one I grew up with. The one I grew up with was this. This is the one I grew up with, which still freaks me out. It's the ding 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 still gets me.
Threat has been detected. Threat has been detected. Threat has been detected.
Yeah, that shit used to freak me the fuck out. But it was a British lady in my version because we're from the UK. But, you know, roughly. But yeah, 4.8 was some scary shit. Yeah. Used to freak me out, man. I didn't used to like it at all. Anyway. Yeah, not the same sound from Lee.
As soon as before the security responsible, he then proceeds to interrogate.
Oh, sorry.
After, but according to viewers, the shadow that passed might have been responsible.
That's what I would assume
Later
is the
in
point.
footage,
Yes.
Lee returns after turning off the alarm. After checking to see if someone had broken in, he then proceeds to interrogate the entity and captures this.
Oh, he is talking.
I've had enough now.
Oh, he's not even like fucking just British. He's from like fucking Bolton or something. I've had enough now. That's icing on the cake. Icing on the cake.
If you're a demon.
If you're a demon. If you're a fucking demon. Well, that's a leap, mate. Come on now.
You're the worst demon in history.
Why is he just insulting him? You're the worst demon in history. You're fucking horrible at being a demon, mate. I've known fucking angels be better at being scary than you. What? EVP.
I think I saw a shadow there. Was that you?
I didn't see nothing. Yeah, I didn't see nothing, mate. Lee versus Demon. I reckon Lee's got this, to be fair, mate. He looks scrappy. He looks like he's a fucking dangerous man to have gotten the wrong side of down the pub. You know what I mean? This is the sort of man that after 3 Stellas, you avoid.
A shadow there. Was that you?
He also sounds a bit like Ollie Ball.
After waiting for
He feels like he's going to go, we've got this lovely Mars bar we're going to try today. You know what I mean?
a response, a very faint shadow can be seen manifesting a few feet away from Lee.
I didn't see that. Cope. Actual cope. That is so faint.
Viewers can't help but think that this might have been the same entity from before. Based on this footage, as well as others, it seems that Lee is dealing with something beyond explanation. But of course, it's always best to remain somewhat skeptical, as we don't know if the video's real. Like with most evidence,
yes, this is true.
This one remains open for debate.
I'm gonna say why. So actually, nothing in that was particularly like unbelievable. Like shadow figures, I'm pretty, you know, I'd say I'm, you know, I could believe. The alarm going off is a bit like seeing the shadow figure. Oh no, sorry, what was it? Oh, the tee-hee. Then the shadow figure, then the alarm seemed quite a lot at once and a bit too good to be true. But you know, whatever. We can look past that because nothing else really happens. I could potentially believe that if it wasn't for the fact that he actually credited his channel and the name is Really Haunted, which tells me that any channel pretty much. I know I do genuinely trust Sam and Colby, but only usually if a channel is dedicated just to ghost sightings, I have my serious doubts because I'm like, ghost sightings are rare, right? And unless you're traveling about to see them all the time like Sam and Colby are, I think it's very unlikely that everything you put out is real. You know? But like I've been with them and I've done an investigation with them and I truly don't believe they're faking it. But you know, I think like they've also had some videos where not very much happens at all. You know? Like the one we watched oh no, not that, you know. But also they've got like a lot of kit as well, and you know. But like really haunted. Right? Right? So this is what I mean. What have I done again? Writing binary code while sleeping. Hang on. Skip this in. What? Wait, so where's the binary code?
I so badly wanted to catch that thing then.
What?
Into simple.
I'm trying to find this binary code, I'll be honest, but the point I'm trying to make is, anyway, like, this guy, Sam and Colby are traveling around to places that are supposedly haunted, and not every time do they get crazy results, right? Sometimes it's just something small, right? And that's why I have a tendency to believe them, because even though they are doing it regularly, one, it's like once a month, once every couple of months. Like, when was the last video from those guys? Right? 3 weeks ago. Prior to that, it was a month, 3 months, 4 months. You know what I mean? It's not frequent, right? And they're traveling around the world for this shit, and they're not always finding something crazy, right? This guy has made, in the last week, or over the period of a week, should I say, right? Over the period of a week, he has managed to make 3 videos of paranormal activity in his own house. And he's been doing this, clearly, since this video dropped 2 years ago. I'm gonna go as far as to say that although that video right there didn't seem all that fake, I'm gonna say it's probably fake. What is this binary code
Hey guys,
shit?
hope all's well. So last night was a mental one, I'm not gonna lie. There was so much going on.
Where is this, like... You know what I mean? Like, every video is jam fucking packed full of paranormal shit. Every, like, 5 days. You know what I mean? Like, he's obviously faking it. Like, you know, just even when Sam and Colby stayed at the fucking Conjuring house, like, nothing really... I think a door came open, if I recall. Like, nothing fucking crazy happened. And that's supposedly, like, one of the most haunted places on Earth. And you're telling me this guy's gaff has enough content to make fucking 3 videos a week for 2 years? Like, I just, you know what I mean? Like, I'm doubtful. Even if this video, like, it's on the higher end of what I would believe, like the very highest end, and it, yeah, no, I doubt it. You know.
Before in a
Yeah, like, you know how I was saying I believe that guy Bobby, because he's posted several videos from his house, but it's nothing to this extremity. It's always just like a little kid's toy doing something weird. And it's like, once every few months he manages to capture something. You know what I mean? Like, that's the difference. Like, that's the difference. Like, I think just judging off of someone's, like, you can just judge these things. Anyway.
Previous video, this person is known as Lee.
Oh, sorry, yeah, we finished
That
Lee's.
being said,
We finished with
let's get
Lee.
back to-
Do we think, so everything so far we'd say is fake? Yes. One of them's Fourth Wall, which we know for a fact is a fake channel. This one is also clearly, I mean, fucking writing binary on the wall, definitely also a fake channel. This is just definitely something mechanical. We got 2 left to try and redeem this.
The following image was submitted by Reza Akbar.
Oh, is this just a JPEG one? Oh, okay.
Who writes, I live in Indonesia, and the following happened on a Friday night. I was heading over to my grandmother's house on my motorcycle. I was speeding faster than usual, which led me to swerve and crash my bike.
That's terrible.
I had taken photos of the accident and shown them to my sister. She was horrified after seeing one of the images. She told me to look closely at one particular photo because there was something in it that gave her chills.
What is
This is what he saw.
What is it that you saw? Yeah, I mean, sure. Sure, it's a bit creepy. I wouldn't put too much weight on it being anything. But yeah, it looks creepy, but also, like, those eyes, like, there's also specks here of, like, dirt. Like, I think it just looks a bit like a scary lady face. Yeah, he's weird, though. It does look... It looks more like a face than like, looking at it from this distance, it does look a lot more like a face than things we've seen previous. I will give it that.
Mentioning that Reza had researched the place where he had crashed his bike and found something that has left him spooked. The location of the crash used to be a children's clinic. Knowing this, Reza thinks that he might have caught the ghost of a child in this photo. Assuming that no one else was around when it was taken, it seems that Reza had captured something beyond explanation. What exactly had been caught in this photo?
Oh, also, I think we can... I didn't say this at the time, but now having looked at the guy's channel, we can absolutely fucking tick move out for that Lee guy who has been making the videos in the same haunted house for the past 2 years. Move the fuck out if it's that big of a deal, man. That can go. Sorry, I completely forgot, but yeah, we can absolutely do that. Also, probably can do ghost orbs. If I look hard, I'm sure we can probably find something. Painfully Fake for the first and third one. Oh yeah, sure, we can do Painfully Fake too. We can definitely do that. Oscar-winning performance, sure. Lee arguing with the ghost, we can get rid of that as well. I'd say that's as much as we can do. That's as much as we can do. Congrats to anyone who got bingo from all
Brandy
that.
River has been experiencing strange activity at home. It isn't often the case that she's able to capture these odd occurrences on camera, but a few days ago, she was able to capture the following incident. Both Brandy and her sister were talking on the couch when they heard a strange noise come from one of the rooms.
Ooh, odd shape on the roadside. I think, you know what? We can have that for the wing mirror of the bike. You're right. That's not... we don't get that one very often, but I think you're right. I think we can get that. Well done. Well done.
Her sister then decides to investigate.
That's usually it's like when a truck driver drove past something, but yeah, they are at the roadside where they crashed, and there is... I'd say that possibly works. That's like probably the weirdest version we've had of that, but yeah.
As Brandy records her, this is what she caught.
Someone died in a 3-mile radius. Are you thinking about what? The fact that it was a child's clinic where he crashed? Yeah, I don't think that's too much of a reach. Like, kids would have died at a children's clinic. Yeah, we can get rid of... We can do that too. We can do that too. Cool. God, I've checked up so much. I've got nothing. Like, actually nothing. Oh, yeah, did we do the shadow figure? Oh, yeah, we did. Congrats on bingo, as I say. So what's this then?
Girl, there ain't nothing back there, I'm telling you. The light just went off. Nothing back there, right?
There's nobody back here.
I told you. There's never... Oh my god! Oh my god!
We can do lights flickering for that one.
Now, on a different occasion, the same thing had happened, but this time, it was Brandy who checked out the noise. Now, these two incidents are just one of many.
Could have a faulty breaker, though, like, to be fair. That doesn't necessarily...
However,
like, if it's just one room that consistently has its light go off, I would say you've probably got a faulty breaker rather than a ghost.
On another occasion, something downright creepy was caught on camera. Brandy had just arrived from eating dinner with her children when she noticed that the light to the room was on. This is what was caught.
If the light goes fucking off again...
Me and my kid just got back from eating dinner, and my bedroom light is on, which is strange because I don't remember leaving it on.
You've got fucked up power. The power in your room is weird.
For me? Yeah. I'll stay right by the door. Yeah, I want you. Oh my god. Somebody broke into her.
There appears to be someone or something inside the bedroom.
It does look that way. It does look that way. Yeah, I would, but like the lady assumed, I would assume that's probably an intruder and you should call the police rather than assume it's a ghost.
Eventually, Brandy goes inside and finds nobody in there.
Right.
To this day,
conjecture.
Brandy has no idea as to what she had seen, but given the other incidents, she thinks that this might be something paranormal. She has yet to post more videos on her situation.
Yeah, but like, we're just taking a word for it that like, that was an intruder or maybe a ghost and not just like one of her kids who's been told to do this, you know?
Until she does.
Also, yeah, a logical move is to go inside instead of call the police. Yeah, exactly. Like, I just don't believe it. Like, if you genuinely thought that was an intruder, you're calling the police before you go inside. Like, obviously.
Things will continue to go unexplained. As always, feel free to let me know what you think.
I think she was stupid for going inside. That's my thoughts.
Thanks for watching.
All right, let's do I am close enough to a bingo that I want to quickly skim back through. Oh, let me check my my free space. I'm close enough to a bingo in a few spots where I want to go check for things.
You might recall from a previous video about to whatever this was that was caught in the bathroom.
Okay.
The new owner of this house is absolutely sure haunting this new evidence on December 23rd of 2020 is getting hot.
Skim this through. Banging from closet.
Strange not one to the 24th disturbed the of.
Oh yeah, well, let's watch out for some ghost orbs or something. Orbs. We need those orbs, bro. Orbs feels like our safest bet here. I'm not seeing any though. I'll be honest. It's fine. Let's go back to Lee. I feel like Lee's gonna have something
this
for us.
This next segment has someone who I featured before in a previous video. This person is known as Lee, and he's been uploading footage of paranormal activity that's been happening in his home. Now, whether it's actually paranormal or not is up for debate, but his most recent evidence might just prove that something strange is truly happening.
Okay, let's
the
have a
video
look.
takes place inside his living room, where a security
maybe
camera
bad
mounted on the
editing is
wall
what I'm
had
thinking. Yeah,
recently
maybe
caught
we could get
footage
bad
of
editing.
something downright creepy. Lee and his family are away from home when the following happens.
Maybe we could get bad editing on this one is what I'm thinking. Nick Knoll, thank you for the prime. You know what it is? That isn't bad editing. Like, the editing isn't bad, but... like, because I know it's a fake channel... I'm like, yeah. You know, like, it's a difficult one, chat. It's a difficult one.
It appears that something had run across in the back security alarm after checking to see if someone had broken.
Hold on.
Tesla isn't broken in.
Hang on.
If you're a demon,
the audio is quite
you're
clear.
the worst demon in history.
Video occurs behind the wall.
Now, I was gonna say, does that tee-hee sound edited in? But it actually sounds like it's using the same mic. Hold on. The alarm might be edited. Yeah, no, that sounds edited. Because, like, being realistic here, like, your neighbors are going to fucking hate you if you're setting off your house alarm for a fucking YouTube video. That's almost certainly edited in. It doesn't sound loud enough to, like, actually... Also, just quickly... Let me just look up, like, quickly. Just for a stock alarm sound. No, I mean, like, sorry, house alarm. No. Yeah, hang on. Let's see. Now, I'm not going to say that's the exact same sound, but I think that is the exact same sound. I'm gonna go as far as to say that was note for note, beat for beat, the exact same sound. Like yeah. No, I can't even. That is just like comically the. Let's try and play. Hold on. They're so similar, you couldn't even tell that I was playing both of them at the same fucking time. I was playing them at the same time and you couldn't even tell. It's like verbatim. It was just actually like exactly the same. Yeah, that's bad. All right, in which case, bad editing. And ladies and gentlemen, for the second time in a while, we can celebrate, everybody. Let me get on those celebration lights. I hope everyone's celebrating in chat. I can't see chat, I'll be honest. Like, I just realized I can't see it. Is it working? Is everyone celebrating with me? Hell yeah! Second bingo in months! I am happy. I am happy. You know what, chat? While the music plays, let's pick our... while we got the light show going off and the thing, let's pick our least to most believed. I would say, bearing in mind we've now figured out how Lee edited his video. Sadly, Lee, you're the least believable of... this video. Number 3 is the least believable.
With a bingo. That manifold grind never stops.
Thank you very much. I'd say number 4, as in the second least believable, is, of course, fourth wall. By the way, the first time fourth wall hasn't been the least believable in a video, by the way. The only difference is I also know this is fake, but I'm slightly more clueless as to how they faked everything, like the shower going on and stuff. I imagine it's a composite shot, but I don't know 100%, and it seems difficult to do. So, you know what? Fuck it. Sure, that can be the... that one is a slightly more believable video, because I don't know how you did it. The next one is the train station. That's definitely just a noise of something mechanical. It's too regular. It's probably like steam or pipes. I just don't know for certain is the only reason I can't. Like, these two I know are fake. This one, yeah, I mean, it could be something weird. But, who knows? Then I would say this picture in the motorbike... No, wait, hang on. No. Sorry, Brandy. Oh, actually, no, sorry, I forgot about the first one. I'm rescinding that. So, number 3 is the least believable with Lee. Number 4 is with fourth wall. Number 5. No, fucking hell. Number 3, least believable with Lee. Number 5 with fourth wall, the second least believable. Number 3 is actually going to be Brandy at number 1 with her fucking light that just... switches off by itself sometimes. Definitely just has a faulty breaker. And then they got their kid to pretend to be an intruder. The reason I know, because you would never go in the house without calling the police if it wasn't an intruder. If you thought it was an intruder, which you clearly didn't because you went in by yourself. Duh. Then I'd say the train guys, because like maybe it's a ghost, but it's probably just something mechanical. And the most believable, which I'd still say I don't believe, is the picture of the face in the bike. It's a picture, so it's really hard to sort of say exactly what's going off. It also could be easily edited. This could definitely just be specks of dirt, but it also could be a creepy face. It is near a creepy location where people died. Who knows? You know what I mean? It's kind of one of those. I'd say I'm probably saying I believe nothing in this video. The only one I could maybe believe is this. I'd have to speak to the person and sort of learn more about the situation. It does look like Granny from that one app. You're right. But guys, with my ranking done for both videos today and us getting our bingo, I'd say that is me for today, chat. That is me.